Well, I'm doing it. I'm giving you a brand new updated office tour, and I'm gonna show you what I did with my lighting to make it look even better than before. Hopefully you guys like it. I definitely do, and I'm gonna show you some tips, tricks, and hacks on how to make your office space more efficient. All right, let's get on with the video. Now, I don't remember what you guys remember about my previous studio, but before my lighting was really flat. I just had a simple light shining on this back wall here, but now things are a little bit different. I moved my sound dampening blanket over here to this corner. It's a little bit dark, let me brighten it up just a little. I moved it over to the corner here. Now, a lot of you are probably gonna be asking why I haven't purchased any like sound dampening panels. That's because they're kind of permanent. So you stick them on the wall, and once you remove them, they usually come out in like little pieces, and they leave like all this weird residue on your walls. So I decided to go not only the cheaper route, but the overall better route in case I want to repaint some of the walls, and that is by getting these moving blankets or these sound dampening blankets. Highly recommend that you get some. I also put them on these really cheap background stands. So yeah, I mean, it works. It doesn't look the best, but it freaking works. So give it a try. I also want to tell you guys that I set up my lighting here and my camera diagonally because this is a square room and I wanted my background to be pretty blurry. So I needed the most space as possible. So that's why I set it up diagonally. And this is basically what I'm looking at the whole time. I got my A7S right here. I have a monitor right here. I have my Zoom H6. I always record my audio separately, and this is just the best way to record audio if you want it to sound the crispiest and the best way possible. I also have this big boy light, and the biggest little trick that I did to save me some time setting this up and moving it was putting it on a little dolly right here that rolls around. So I can just roll it around. I usually put it in this corner over here, and that just makes it so much better. And yes, my exit is blocked, so if I need to run to the bathroom when I'm recording, I just boop, roll the light away. And that makes my life so much easier. So definitely invest in one of these like $30 dollies. Really easy to just put up any C-stand or light stand and just roll it around. And the light that I'm using for my key is the Godox UL150. It's a silent light. I reviewed it. Check out the review video right here because this is one of my new favorite lights, especially for studio shooting when you need silence. This is ultra silent. No fan, no nothing, no buzzing, really quiet. And I have to give a lot of credit to my lighting because of this softbox from a company called Laufas. It's a massive softbox. It's about 4 feet wide, but because it's so huge and so deep, it softens up the light even more, especially with the diffusion and the grid. Oh, beautiful soft light. This is perfect for talking head setups and interviews especially. Also notice how my light is positioned. It's down at a 45-degree angle, so that way I have a really nice well-lit face. So for example, right now you can see that the right part of my face is really well lit, and then the left part is kind of dark. And I also like how we can see this massive softbox in the frame a little bit, so that kind of adds to the mystery of what's lighting me up. Wow, I haven't really done a vlogging type video in a long time. Am I awkward? Yeah. Next up, the tripod. I'm using this $130 or so carbon fiber tripod. You really don't need anything fancy. This was my old tripod that I was shooting on. Way too much for what I needed it for, so it's off to the side from one of my bigger projects. But this is just so much simpler. It's smaller. And here's a pro tip. If you have hardwood floors or laminate floors or whatever, mark it up with masking tape. That way, if you need to move your equipment around, you can mark it down on the floor and put it back to the way it was, so that way your framing is perfect every single time. Just remember your focal length and then you'll be good. All right, I know what you guys are gonna be asking, and that is the lighting setup. And believe it or not, it's a lot simpler than you think. I just used Velcro pieces. As you can see, this is stick-on Velcro, and I just Velcroed these RGB tube lights up on the wall. These RGB tube lights are from a company called Digital Photo. These are the largest RGB tube lights that I have in my studio, and I just decided to put them up on the wall because they're just so big, and I really like the diffused light that they output, so it looks great. And the cables, you can't really see them being powered by anything, so that's another reason why I hung them up the way I hung them up. So it just looks really clean, and you can't see any weird things on camera. On top of that, I'm using this other light right here to accent what is behind me, so it's not just a silhouette of just some weird black objects. So that's why I have this cool illuminated RGB light. This is also from Digital Photo. It's an RGB wand, and I love it. And a pro tip, if you want to make your own custom accessories, I recently purchased, my own money, I recently purchased the Anycubic Mega X 3D printer. If you want to create your own custom like little tripods or cool accessories for your phone or for your camera in general, this thing is an absolute beast. And if you guys want a tutorial on how a 3D printer works, I would love to show you because it's really awesome. It's basically having a cool robot in your house, and overall in the long run, it does save you money because instead of buying stuff off of Amazon, you just put in your filament right here, this material, and you can print basically anything you want. Okay, back to filmmaking stuff. I have this cool gimbal here from Zhiyun. It's the Smooth Q3. I'm currently working on some content with it. Great little gimbal for your phone. And I decided to light it up with this little RGB light from a company called, what's the company called? Bowling! Really powerful light. Very well made, and it's a great little accent light, and you can see it in my talking head videos now, so definitely love it. Okay, some other pro tips. Always have gear available to shoot when you have the space to do so. For example, I have a lot of my gimbals up here ready to be shot with, so whenever I come up with a tutorial idea and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go out and shoot, I just grab one of these things, rig it up, run outside, grab the shots that I need for the video, come back in and start editing. So all the gear that's really easily accessible is on these shelves right here. I'm not too organized of a person, but I have everything where I need it to be so I can easily find it. And then I also have a cool Think Tank photo rolling case here. So if I need to go out on a shoot, I'll just easily pack everything up immediately and run out the door. So very little lag time from, thinking of an idea to shooting. In this little section, I didn't talk about this earlier when I should have. This is like my battery charging station. Again, a little bit chaotic, but it's okay. Down here, it's getting really dark. But anyway, I have a bunch of these, big NP style batteries. What are they called? The MP970 batteries. These are aftermarket third-party batteries from like Power Extra. These are used all the time on monitors. So definitely stack up on them. I think you can get like a pack of 2 for like 30 bucks. And then I have some lenses here, my Hollyland microphones, and yeah, that's this little section right here. All the stuff that I really need quickly is all easily accessible within my hand's reach. And that's how your studio should be too if you want to be the most efficient as possible. And last but not least, my standing desk. I talked about this before in a previous YouTube video, but I highly suggest you get a standing desk because sitting down, especially for long periods of time, is very unhealthy for you. With this thing, I can just pre-program a set height, and boom, it's just gonna go up to that height and you're golden. And it's very good for unboxing videos as well, because if you're unboxing something pretty large, well, you can raise the desk so it doesn't put strain on your back. So definitely recommend getting a desk, and get something that has like a wood finish. This isn't real wood per se, this is I think laminate. So get something that looks good on camera. As you can see, it looks very nice on camera. So standing desk, 100% recommend. All right, so I just wanted to create this video just to show you how my current studio setup. Standing desk is a little bit too loud, but it's worth it at the end. But anyway, I just wanted to create this video just to show you my new updated setup. Hopefully you guys like the new lighting setup. I worked hard on it. So it was definitely not an easy task to rearrange everything and just find the best place to put the camera just so I have a nice blurry background and just overall vibe feels nice. I love RGB, so hopefully you guys too. And I'll link everything I used in today's video down in the description box below, so check that out if you're interested. I've been getting tons of emails and questions on Instagram, especially on what my current lighting setup is, so hopefully this showed you what I was using. And yeah, basically that's it. I hope you guys like the new setup. All right, enough chit chat. I'm awkward on camera. I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.